So you all know the bullshit that Sony is trying to do by focusing more on their big hit titles, such as God of War, The Last of Us, and so on and so forth. I've already made a video talking about The Last of Us getting a remake, which I think is really stupid of Sony to do, but I also explained how stupid it was for Sony to completely dismiss the potential of a sequel for Days Gone, which I think is a good game that I'm really looking forward to playing on the PC. Now, recently, John Garvin, the director of Days Gone and former employee for Ben Studios, had some very interesting takes on the whole matter. He discusses how Sony looks at Metacritic as one of the ways to determine whether a game is successful or not, which doesn't say much on whether or not they actually listen to gamers or they listen to the critics. But if you were to actually go on the Metacritic website and check out the score for Days Gone, you would see that the Metascore is 71. Yet the user score is 8.3. So you could clearly see that the game is doing well on Metacritic. And yet Sony still will not make a sequel for this game. And I myself enjoy playing Days Gone. I think it's a really fun game to play, despite the fact that there are some issues I have with the game, especially with the AI, which they are not smart at all, and half of the time they won't even notice that you're around. And when I try to throw items to try to distract them, they always ignore my distraction for some reason. I don't know why. But nevertheless, I still enjoy Days Gone. And I'm still pretty much looking forward to a sequel if they ever decide to announce it. But nevertheless, that's not the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because there was some comments that he made that I feel are asinine and completely anti-consumer. He basically said, and I quote, "If you love a game, buy it at fucking full price. I can't tell you how many times I've seen gamers say, yeah, I got that on sale, I got it through PS Plus, whatever." So he's basically trying to make the argument that buying a game at full price is showing direct support for the developer, which I do understand where he's coming from, but here's where I disagree with him on. You are not obligated to buy a game at full price. And I think that developers should be grateful that people even purchase their game, regardless whether it's half off or whether you get it from Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus. It doesn't matter. As long as you're playing the game and you're enjoying it, that is support enough for the developers. And what he doesn't seem to realize is that not everybody can afford these games every single time they come out. And in case you don't realize this, John, we are still in a pandemic, and there are people that are struggling to pay their bills, to pay for food on the table for their kids. And you have the audacity to tell people what they should do with their money. And besides all that, gaming is a luxury that not a lot of people have. I mean, I bought Days Gone when it was on sale for like $20, which I feel is what this game is honestly worth. Because, after all, it's a zombie survival game, which there are plenty of these type of games already in existence, so why should I shell out $60 for this? Which again, I really enjoy this game. It's not that bad of a game, and I think that people should give it a chance. I'll let you, the consumer, decide whether or not it is worth full price or not. Now, the interviewer does go on to ask him about how gamers would know if they love a game before they even played it, which is a very fair question to ask. And this is what he responded with. "I'm just saying you don't, but don't complain if a game doesn't get a sequel, if it wasn't supported at launch." So if we go by that logic, that would also apply to Kickstarter games, and that if people do not show support by funding the entire Kickstarter, then guess what? That game will not be made. You act as though that people are obligated to support these developers, despite the fact that nobody owes you anything. People can choose to support you if the game that you make is worth their time. That's how it has always been, and that's how it will always be. If you want admiration and you want the support, then you have to let people decide whether or not this game is worth their time. And to even suggest that it is somehow our fault that Days Gone is not going to get a sequel is asinine. And it just goes to show you that you are so out of touch with the player base, and that you expect us to pay full price for a game at launch that is riddled with bugs, glitches, and terrible AI. And to this day, some of these problems still exist. But nevertheless, that is my opinion on this whole matter. And let me know in the comments section if you agree with me or disagree with me. Also, be sure to click that like button as well as subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to click that bell notification. Anyways, this has been PC, signing out. I'll see you all in the next video.